A Florida Republican has introduced a new bill that would ban the Democratic Party. I'm not kidding. Just ban it. So let me give you the details. Spring Hill Republican Senator Blaise Ingoglia has filed SB 1248, calling it the Ultimate Cancel Act. Again, this is funny for people, who despise cancel culture. Cancel culture. I hate cancels. I hate cancel culture. Why would you do such things? Yeah.
Woke mob.
Stop the woke mob from canceling me. Well, he's not messing around, though. This bill would literally cancel the Democratic Party using some, let's just say interesting reasoning. All right. So let's get to the details. SB 1248 would direct the Florida Division of Elections to immediately cancel the filings of a political party to include its registration and approved status as a political party if, and this is where the interesting reasoning comes into, if the party's platform had previously advocated for or it had been in at some point support of slavery or involuntary servitude. Oh, so there's the angle. Okay, so now look, is it true that Southern Democrats advocated for slavery? Yes, during the Civil War. That happened. That's history. You can look it up. It's in books, all that stuff. But later on, these same Southern Democrats were given the term Dixiecrats. Again, they were still Democrats, and this happened during the Civil Rights era. Now, then what happened? Well, after President Johnson signed the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964, okay, over the opposition of the Southern states, the Dixiecrats then did what? Oh, they stopped being Democrats. They actually turned to the Republican Party. They became Republicans. So what happened is they did a party flip. All the former Southern Democrats who were racists quit the Democratic Party and joined with the Republican Party. Now, maybe this guy skipped that part of his history lesson. Maybe he took, a sick day off or something and just missed it. I don't know. But either way, kind of missed that whole Southern strategy thing of which the Republican Party had admitted to doing. So, but now, of course, he goes on to explain his reasoning. For years now, leftist activists have been trying to cancel people and companies for things that they have said or done in the past. This includes the removal of statues and memorials and the renaming of buildings. Using this standard, it would be hypocritical not to cancel the Democratic Party itself for the same reason. Wait, but the Democratic Party is not defending the Confederate statues or the Confederate flag. They're saying, no, the Confederate flag it's the message here, and the statues are venerating slavery and racism. I mean, that was what the Civil War was fought over, was to keep slavery. And so when you're venerating and putting up statues of Confederate generals and displaying the battle flag in a place of veneration, you're saying that, oh no, we look up to these people. That is a place of reverence and honor. That understand that that's what the statues are. Look, we don't want to remove statues because, oh, we want to erase history. No, we want people to know the actual history. Statues don't teach you history. Again, they're places of reverence and honor. You go to a statue to honor that person or that ideal. These are not just historical places. For history, we have things like museums. We have things like history books, documentaries. We have things that will put history in its proper context and will not entirely lionize one side or the other. And I know generally the saying is history is written by the victor. Sure. But I think in some cases, or in a lot of cases now, there is accurate historical portrayal of things like the Civil War. But again, in order to learn the history, you don't need a statue for that. I mean, look, you could say, well, Adolf Hitler was a pretty important historical figure. Okay, but there's a reason Germans aren't keeping or building statues of Hitler. I'm just saying, there's a reason for that. I see some pretty good reasons. Okay. Yeah. Now, look, the thing is, this guy is big mad. Mad that the kind of racist imagery that he likely prefers is getting removed. And so he's doing the same sort of gotcha tactic that conservative Facebook, users do whenever you bring up anything bad about slavery. Oh, yeah, did you know that the Democrats were the real racists? They were the party of the KKK. They're a party of slavery? Republicans. Yeah, Lincoln freed the slaves. He was a Republican. Did you know that? Oh, libs, checkmate. Yeah, you just ignored all the rest of the history that came afterwards. That's not a gotcha. Yeah, you played yourself by not knowing history and factual information. And you sound like an idiot. That's what this guy is. Idiot. Not a very smart person. Okay. Stupid. Look, this isn't new. It's not clever. But it is a really good example of how extreme and insane Florida Republicans have become under the tenure of, rule of Governor Ron DeSantis, who has, by the way, gone through and tried to erase history, ban things like teaching racism, teaching the fact that LGBTQ people exist, removing books from libraries, etc., etc. Okay? That's what's really going on in Florida. It's just absolute insanity and a hatred of real facts in history.